In this video, I'm going to show you a simple strategy I use to get some guaranteed action when I'm out traveling. In this case, we caught some amazing fish. We got permit, we got some mangrove snapper for dinner, as well as yellowjack. Plus my dad, which was his birthday, caught a really nice permit as well. And what this involves is bridge fishing. Yes, bridges are everywhere and they hold a bunch of fish. So I'm going to show you some techniques on managing the current flow to get some great action, whether you're fishing up current or down current from the bridge. So here is how it all started. Bridge, throwing the prawn junior. Already caught a permit and a yellowjack. So this first example is going to be above current from the bridge. We actually positioned this way so that we could chum up some mangrove snapper. We were actually just trying to kill some time before we went lobster diving, and I decided to start throwing out this prawn. And as far as being up current, it's key to let line out like this to make sure that lure is going back with the current flow as much as possible. And now I'm jigging it, and it's basically jigging up through the water column, and this can get a ton of strikes from a bunch of fish. That's a nicer fish, watch out, man. Dang, it's a heavy one. This might be their permit. Oh, it's a heavy fish. This has to be a permit. Nice, another permit. There we go. There, head up. Nice. Oh, that's insane.
That is amazing.
Oh, hook's out.
Hook's out. The prawn!
That's
awesome, dude. That's probably 12 pounds right there.
This
maybe
is
15.
legit permit. Second permit in about 20 minutes on the prawn junior.
Dude, that is a solid one.
That was awesome. So we stayed up current a bit longer, and surprisingly, we didn't get any mangrove snapper, which was the main goal. We caught a bunch of jacks as well as those couple permit, which was awesome. So now we decided, okay, let's just keep going around the bridge and sticking with the prawn junior. So now basically me, my dad, and Joe, we're now using the prawns. And here is a cross current example. So in this case, I was casting up current at the angle toward the bridge, and I'm retrieving my lure back with the current flow and trying to keep it as close as I can to the bridge structure. And so was my dad. My dad's in the back of the boat here. He was doing the exact same thing, and this is when he hooked up to his first permit of the day. Regular jack or yellow jack? Oh, permit, another permit. That's awesome. Third permit of the day on the prawn. Yeah, it probably has a little more life in him. Oh. That's the regular prawn, normal color. Show it off, Dad. Nice work. Yeah, that one unfortunately got off, but shortly after, Joe hooked up to another nice fish. Is it heavy?
Yeah, it hit hard at least.
Oh. Hey. Throwing the prawn as well?
Yep, prawn junior.
Yeah, that might be another one.
I think it is a permit.
Nice work, dude.
Here we go, baby. 3
permit in the net and 1 got off by the boat. That's awesome.
Cool.
After Joe's permit, the bite stopped on the side of the bridge, so we decided to wrap around and go to the other side. And in the meantime, on the way over, I decided to make a cast basically straight up current, and I was going back with the current. This is the ideal situation. You're retrieving with the current flow. In this case, we don't have to let all the line out. We can just do the retrieve back to us, and this works extremely well. Here is another nice hookup. Nice fish. Permit, nice. A decent size. All right, permit number 5 for the day. Yeah, another nice permit. At just a random bridge down here in the Keys. The prawn junior is on fire. This is number, I believe it's 5 that we've missed several others. What an awesome experience. Surprisingly, that was the only bite we had at the proper position down current from the bridge. So we came to the other side, and this is when we actually started catching the most fish. We're getting a bunch of jacks. Here's Joe had another jack, and a barracuda almost dominated it right by the boat. That was a close call. Finally, we got our target species, which was mangrove snapper. So we brought that one home for dinner. And then here is my next big hookup. And this was the same type of retrieve that we talked about before, the cross current retrieve, where we cast basically cross current, let some line out, let that lure get down and drift, and then start doing a slow jig, basically working mid-depth. This is about 15 feet of water, and fish on. There we are. There's a big fish. Oh. Yep. This one feels like another permit. Oh, this one feels bigger. Oh, dang. I was so bummed to miss that fish. Those things are crazy strong and are great about getting around structure. Fortunately, my dad got his to the boat. He caught a really nice one right after I lost mine. So let me show you what we were using because this is crucial. This is my box of jig heads, right? Depth control is crucial. In this case, the 1/4 ounce was basically perfect. Normally bridge fishing in 15 feet of water, I'm bouncing bottom with a 1/2 ounce jig head. That's when I get my snook and grouper. But in this case, the 1/4 ounce kept it just off the bottom. That's where those permit were feeding. And I was using the Prawn USA on the 1/4 ounce, doing the 90-degree load. As you can see, I do that little twist when going up over the keepers, and that just helps make sure to catch as many fish as possible. This lure is featured in the fishing school, and it starts on the intermediate level. This is really for people who are getting started with lures, because this thing flat out works, and it works really in all regions, all seasons. So again, for more details, if you haven't yet done so, make sure to go through the fishing school. It covers everything you need to know to maximize results on the water and get to the next level as quickly as possible. In this lure section, this is where it goes into detail about this lure, really the only 2 lures you need to use until you start getting more to the advanced level. In case you haven't yet gone through the school, I'll put a link down below for your convenience. Any questions at all about this trip, leave a comment down below. And in case you're curious if we caught lobster, we did. It was amazing. We limited out in about 90 minutes. So this day was one of my most fun days I've had on the water in a very long time.